Good morning, 8:52 in the morning. 8 by 52 is 408. 85 by 2 is 170 resh. I know it's hard to understand me. I've been put down and knocked down. I've been cut up, sliced, and diced. They've been knocked me out as crazy. They tell me I sit here and I drink and I smoke weed and I do alcohol, and I just can't explain the whole thing. But the whole thing is, I understand. Well, at least I understand. That's good enough. No, it's not. This is not about me understanding. This is all about you understanding. This is all about everybody trying to really take part in what I'm doing, but I'm ignored most of the time. Not half of the time, most of the time. Last night I must have had 5 dreams. My last one was all about the toboggan. To begin. It's a stretch of the entire word. The seed, the unwinding and the growth of the seed. The 6, at the same time, the 6, when it gets redone, I'm going to see if I can show you this here. Have you ever seen this design before? You go around, 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 around. 6, 2, 6, 2, 6, 2, 6. 6, 22, 6. Oh my God, I dream all night. I wake up and I dream. Last night I dreamt of SOS. SOS is also, if you draw square on the square paper, SOS 505. Levi's 505. Levi's, the Hebrews. Another thing I was going to show you. Can you see this over here? See the A here? And there's an A here. This is the cube. I'm going to try and show you this. This is the cube. Can you see this? You put the cube right over here. Why is 7 up? When the 6 is here, the opposite is the 1. The 1 can be seen if this was a glass dice. If it was a glass slipper, the 1 can be seen. But on this side over here, the 4, when you turn it around to the 3, it adds up to 7, but the 2 corners are doubled. One thing I want to try and show you, here's the 5. It's full and it's whole in itself. Okay? I did not do the calculation of how the 5 works out with the 2. I can't even explain. I just woke up. I just got out of bed. But what I do want to show you is this. Straight down. Straight down. Here's your 11. Okay? Here's your 11. Now what I want to show you about this, okay, is when you have 1, this 1 goes for top left corner, top right corner, center corner. 1, 3, 5 value, ace, C, and E, ace. Or you can turn it and do it too. It will always use 2 corners. This one here, 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 this one here. You hold it on this angle, it's this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here. It becomes the star. Okay? I don't know exactly how it works. I mean, I'm not going to explain to you exactly the way I see it, how it works. I just got out of bed. I'm a little bit tired. Ugh. I dream all night, every single night. I stopped smoking. Why? Because I was thinking maybe something inside the nicotine or inside the cigarettes of some sort is stopping me from dreaming properly. So 4 days ago I stopped smoking cigarettes. I don't drink alcohol. I haven't really drinking alcohol for years. Yes, I have gone out with my family and we have sat down with my parents and had a glass of wine, but otherwise than that, I don't drink. Don't want to drink, not one bit, not at all, nothing, nada. Why do I know what I know? Why can't I explain exactly what I know? And maybe I know nothing. You see, it's not about me. It's what you think that I possibly know and what you get out of it. Because at the end, and there is going to be an end, it's all about us. You see, at the end, it's usually like this. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Look at that, it happened. I had an accident. That's the way it works. It's at the end. I had an accident. You're driving safe on the highway, and all of a sudden, you have an accident. Like, how the hell did that happen? Somebody threw a baseball at me. How come? Does anybody want to see? I'm going to get back to what I know and you know and we know. I mean, if you want to know George, somebody asked me about George. Simple gematria, okay, is you take the letter and you count where it is in the alphabet. But there's more than one way to do it, okay? You can start from the letter Z and go backwards, or you can start by the letter O. Why? Because in between the A and the Z is an O. What it does is it connects two sides. It's a starting position, almost like the period. The O is very important because it looks like an O, and it can support an O. We got an O all the way through. Toboggan, you want to know about toboggan? Well, basically here it is. It's unraveling. And then we can just curl it up so it doesn't unravel more, and we shove it in here. Now you might say, hey, what'd you do? It makes no difference. It's nothing. No. When you're doing certain things, when you have wiring, and you don't want your wires to unravel, you tie them up at the end and you stick them in the hole. Or you just tie them up in the end and you hold them. Or if you're doing MIG welding and you have to put on a new wire, if you unhook the wire, usually the wire goes. You want to see something? You want to see what a day is? Can you see over here? Can you see the inside line? See this line? Follow it. Follow it. It goes all the way down this tube. Our day is created this way. I can't explain it. I need someone in science. I'm not a scientist. I don't know mathematics. I don't know English. In fact, I barely got out of high school. I was a little bit high when I was coming out. And they seem to have taught me very little. And in my life, I did a lot of things, and I'm not going to get to it right now unless we go to my biography. Is that what you can call it? Biography? Yeah, unless you can go to my biography. This is a tube. Got about 15 of them. I put a motor on this side, a motor on this side. I line them up all together, and we turn them slowly. Do you see? See the red line? Here's day 1. Here's day 2. Here's day 3. And look, no day 4. You have to turn it back this way. It ends this way. See the way we started here? Watch. Watch. Here's day 1. See? See the way they made the marker the same way? Here's day 2. Here's day 3. Here's day 4. Is that the way it is? Well, anyways, day 3, day 4. And then here. But it's not there, the line's back here. You see the way this is missing? They call that the connecting lines. What that actually means is that on this dice, there's 6 days, right? There's 6 numbers. There is no 7th day. When you turn it towards the next number that reconnects the first day you started with, ending with the 7th day, that's your 7th day. I want to see if I can. Ugh, I'm stretching over to get some. I show you a lot of little tricks. This is a bearing. I think they call it a pillar bearing. It gets hooked up here and hooked up here. They set it up on this angle. I'm not sure if it's, you see, everything's on the 45-degree angle. Why? Okay, or is it on the 22.5-degree angle? But this is, see the slope of this? I never said which one it was because I never finished calculating it. They put this in here. Now to the left of 45, 22.5 degrees. Or no, you go to the 45-degree angle, you go left 45, right 45. Either you're straight up this way or you're straight this way. It's the L angle, okay? Or you take the in-between of the 45, which is 22.5 and 22.5. If you go 2 times, 1.5 times 45, it makes the spirit of 67. Okay? Now, I'm not going to get into really any numbers. I will get back to this. Okay? If you take a look at it, okay, it could be the number 2. If I put the straight line across, it becomes the R. If I flip that upside down, okay, in Hebrew, I say it's the Tav, the letter Tav. But look, it's on both sides. Okay? You know Tav in Hebrew? Why do they have Tav, Tav, Shin, and Sin? Because all letters are an explanation of the creation of what's going on in this world. I'm not going to explain anything to you. I'm not looking to explain anything. You have to understand it yourself. Okay? Oh, at the same time, 7-Up. If this was closed, it's 7-Up. You see, it's like this. Up here, down here, into here, it's a P. 7-Up. The other thing I'm going to show you is this. How in the world does the world turn? You understand what I'm saying? How does the world turn? You cannot turn it like this, right? It turns like this. The other world that we don't see is completely on the other side, okay? And it would turn like this. One turns this way, the other one turns this way. That's how you create the, let me see where it is. That's how you create this. The same thing. I know it's not the best design. One goes up and down like this. Up here would be 2. Down here would be 8. On this side over here, this side would be 6. This side would be 4. It comes from the octagon. This one comes straight through as the spirit connect because it's not on earth. And this one is on earth. One's on earth, one's not on earth. Now let me go back to this dice, okay? The Twin Towers, this is the antenna. And it gets to go all the way around this cube. That's one of the reasons they knock down these buildings is because of this one dot of the antenna that it's able to go in all directions. You have the 2, this side and this side. This side is valued at 1. This side is valued at 9. If I move it in this direction, it's valued at 4 and 6. If I moved it here, it's 3 and 7. If I moved it here, it's 2 and 8. If I moved it here, it's 1 and 9 again. The same thing with the 3. 3, 5, and 7, 2, 5, and 8, 1, 5, and 9, 4, 5, and 6, the Federation. And I have numbers that can show you numbers, how we get to the numbers of the Federation. 4, 5, and 6, half of 4, 5, and 6 is 228. 2 by 2 and 2 by 28 is 4, 5, and 6. It's perfect. It works out perfect. This is a made-up world. It wasn't made so it was easy. And at the end, either A, we're going to all come together and say, wow, we came together, and we're going to come to the end, and the spirit light is going to come out, and or we're going to suffer, and we're never going to come together. But still, no matter what, the spirit light is going to come out at the end. And at the end, we're going to say, shit, I could have had a V8. That's right. 8 times 22 is 160, plus 16 is 176, which is 2 times 88. Why? Because the V is the 22nd letter. So 176 plus the 80 is 256, which is the white wolf. Why is it the white wolf? Because in gematria, that's what the letter count comes to. The white wolf comes out the silver diamond. Another thing is that 85, which is half of the 170, is the silver matrix. 58. I know I'm all over the place. Here, 1776 is right here. I got this book about 40 years ago. This says 1776. Why? Because 1776 reversed to 6771. 6 and 1 is 7. 7 and 7 is 14. 7 and 7 is 14. 6 and 1 is 7. 7, 1, 4, 1, 4, 7. 1 plus 4 is 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. We have 7557. If you write inside your computer right now on Google and press Sesame Street 4114, it will show up. In fact, all of Sesame Street numbers show up. We grew up on Sesame Street, so if you want to come back to me and tell me it's not true, that's fine. George, 75, OR is French for gold. GE, G&E are heart, the way it's measured. Or it's an egg, or it's an eggio. 5775, 5 dots, 7 dots, 7 dots, 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The last one I'm not counting, it's on this row. I can count it, which will say 777, but I do not want to count it because this is 3 and this is 6. George, O and R. The O and R is the 15th and 18th letter. 33, 3 and 3 is 6. This says George. Here's your 4 corners. This is the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't use the 2 corners. This is 4 inside 4, but we have to play 1 game at a time. 6, 4, 6. 6 by 4 and 6 plus 4. The 24th letter, X. 6 plus 4, 10. Roman numeral, X. I'm going to show you something else that, you see this? That's a 0. There's many ways to do this, and it has to be talked about. I have all the sorts of games we need to play, but my answer, like I said, is not good enough without you. Here's your 0. So if anybody wants to know where 0 came from, 1.5 times 0 equals the 6, which is here. They're neighbors. They're not placed any way. You see the way the 5 is coming up sideways to the 6? The dice aren't the other way. You see the way the 3 comes and cuts the corner to the right but skips the corner of the 5? But it joins the 5 at the one corner of the 3. Single dot, single dot, single dot. 1, 3, 5. 3, 1, and 5, 315. That's your alphabet and gematria. Added up together equals 315. 3, 1, 5, 351. Gematria. Your A to Z is 351. But when you go from the center of Z and you do the rest of the alphabet, the 36 numbers total, you end up with a total of 666, and the balance is 315. They all have the ace dot in the center. 5, 5, 5. The month of May. The month of May backwards is IAM, which says Ima. Ima Abba is father and mother. I watched a movie last night of ABBA, and if you listen to the songs, it's the name of the game. They're talking about the game. They're talking about all the things that are going on in this world. It's simple. It's too simple to seem true. They're talking about the name of the game. Don't you know it's a game? Let's learn together and take down this world now before it ends so we can enjoy the last part instead of saying how stupid I could have been. It's time to take the game down right now to learn about the game. It's not about war. It's not about the money. It's about the knowledge. The stronger our knowledge, okay, the spirit matrix, which is a machine, will give us that energy to know more and more. And eventually, the evil part of the game just dissolves just like that. Not simply. It's all time. It's an all-time element. The same way as chess and checkers and backgammon. It's just like going to play roulette. Excuse me, sir, do you want a card? Excuse me, sir, do you want a card? Somebody says to me, oh, by the way, when I cry, it just feels so fantastic. You don't get it, do you? You want to cry. It's when you can't cry that you're fucked up, not when you can cry that you're fucked up, okay? This game has been going on for me. I've only learned about the reality of the game in the last 8 years, but it's been hurting me since the spirit came inside of me. You can ask my mother. She doesn't know or understand anything that I'm doing right now. In fact, I don't even think she knows I'm doing anything right now, but she knows when it started. She remembers my dreams. I remember. Oh my God, it's over 40 years ago when it started. I lived through it all my life. I never understood it to start. Oh, but I understand it now, and it's the most fantastic thing in the world. Isn't that what Dorothy said in The Wizard of Oz? 28 grams, 4 by 7, 28, 4 by 7, 28 days in February? The 63rd day of the year of creation are 363, and 3 by 121, which is 3 by 11, 11. 11 times 11 is 121, which is May 1st. Between May 1st this year, I had a dream. I had a revelation. I don't like to say this because I'm not one who predicts. I always thought it was coming before Halloween. I mean, before Valentine's Day. But now I see it comes between May 1st and May 5th. Why? Because the tail never touches the end of the tail. In the book I started from the day I got sick, 8 years, 8 months, 8 days. January 13th, 2014. I don't know what it means, but something has happened every single time. Okay? January is 1. 2014 is 20 plus 14 is 34. 34th president, JFK. 43rd president, Barack Obama. Will Barack Obama make it till next year? If he does come out of office, does that mean we're safe? Absolutely not. Somebody said I should watch it and I shouldn't talk so much or say so much. Oh, but that's completely wrong. Take me, my friends. If this is a spirit world and they will take me, they know they don't want to take me out. You don't want to take out anybody that's this strong that thinks he knows, because if anybody is right about it, if I am right, then I'll only be working from the star system. Why do I think this way? Because of some of the movies they made. Yes. Movies also tell you a little bit of the story. So they talk me out. It's dangerous. Big deal, right? There's something else hidden that's more dangerous than being dangerous for me. I cannot mention it. Certain things I'm not allowed to mention. You already know the answer. It's in all the movies. Even on the back of the book. Look. 111, 111, 111, 111, 111, 111, 111, 111. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 111 is 888. 8 times 111, 888. 888 and 888, 1776. But if you take a look in this corner, this is 4 ones, 4 ones, 4 ones, 4 ones. If we put it on this side, and then this side, and this side, and this side, 4 ones, 4, 4, 4, and don't forget, you have to have one part open, so it's only 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, 4 and 4 sizes enclosed, and it's a complete scenario. 4, 4, 4 times 4, 4, 4, and 4, 4, 4, and 4, 4, 4, and 4, 4, 4, 1776. Now, I can be counting in between the lines. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can be counting the black part, or I can be counting the silver part that's on the other side. But the larger parts is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 7 of the in-between worlds. 1, 2, 3, 4 pillars. The black is the in-between. It's the space, and the silver is the line. You understand? It's just like the American flag. In between the red is the white. The American flag, 6 stars and 5 stars. But in between the 6 stars is 5 spaces to get to the next star, which makes 11. And it's the same thing with the 5 star with 4 spaces to get to the next star is 9. It says 911 on the star. Not sure where to go with this. People tell me I'm going to be dangerous. I like to know how I'm going to be dangerous. I sit here in my chair. Like right now, it's Saturday morning. I might be going out for breakfast right now. Maybe that's why it's dangerous. I might eat something and get a stomach ache. Is that what dangerous is all about? I'm not dangerous. Not one bit. I couldn't hurt a fly. Not one bit. Do you know why? Because I'm not looking to. It's not me. It never was me. Okay? I don't mind getting rid of the flies. Okay? Certain things I know we can get rid of, like the flies. Just like a child. Okay? Before a child is born, when a child is born, it gets the simple spirit. 91 days before a child is born, it gets the simple spirit of thought. Okay? But until that child is 4 years old, he's not really here. He might be here in his soul, but his spirit is not here basically at all. Ask me the question, I'll try and explain it. It doesn't mean you're going to believe me. I've been doing this 8 years, and most people don't believe me up to 8 years. Right now, I am at 7 years and 7 months. And 7 months and 7 days. 777 was the 12th of December, the 12/12. One of the things about last month's December 21st is the 21st letter is the U. The 12th is the L. It means to read in letters. Learning how to read. 12/21. Also part of the letter combination of Saturn, S-A-T-U-R-N. U, 21. Funny how it's 21. L, the L letter, means she or her. The 12th letter. 12 and 21 is 33 of Christ. It's not a simple world, my friends. We're in a made-up world, a created world. This is the matrix, my friends. We're computerized. You don't understand it because you have human flesh. Doesn't mean that our pineal gland is not hooked up to a superior system. Just because we're weak and we have to make choices, it doesn't mean we're not hooked up to a superior computer. We are not alone. We never were alone. We never will be alone. When the body dies and we stop, when everything stops, oh my God, look what I see, the star system. Anyways, let's end this for now. I always like to put these two characters up there. See those two characters? They're sort of like this is the angle we're sort of on, like this. That's why lefties are like this. because they get a different judgment. Every time you want to direct yourself, okay, every time you want to get a pinpoint angle, don't you see you always seem to turn your head a little bit to the side instead of looking straight? Just got to turn your head a little bit to the side. The objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Raphael 7286 on the constellation of Pegasus. Saturn and Uranus are the same letters. And at the end, there's two letters that are not repeated in each word. It's the T and the U. And that's for two. That's right. When you see the letter TU together, it says two. So if you see anything else that's next to it, if you see TR together, the R is 1 and 2. That's right. The R is made up from a 1 and 2. The L is the 12th letter, 1 and 2. And the U is the 12th letter, 1 and 2. When you put the 5 backwards, it looks like a 2. Do you know what that spells? R-U-L-E-R, ruler, 7286.